Okay, we're so excited to be here with Lindsay.
Hi.
Longtime friend. I haven't seen you in a
know.
long time.
Should we tell everyone about our history?
Yes, go
So
for it.
I used to work for Erin, and she was such a cool boss.
Wait, dude, what am I forgetting?
So I was doing her.
Oh yeah.
I definitely did a terrible job. I actually
didn't.
to the point where I remember, like, as soon as I stopped working for you, I feel like the following started growing more. Honestly.
Oh my God, no!
But I was just so like out to lunch. I mean, it was more like we were just getting to hang out, which was so fun. We were getting high. We were going to Soho House. We weren't working at all.
We're having fun.
It was fun. It was so fun. And you used to tell me such great stories.
I have to say, it's been so fun watching you because you were like the dating girl. All you did was talk about dating. I feel on your podcast and like how to date, and which was very helpful to people who are in that world. And now to watch you like get married, have a baby, have another baby, like it's so exciting.
And you now I'm just like, this is like a love fest. But I was literally just thinking about like the fact that you have 4 kids.
It's psycho.
The fact that
I think I'm just a psycho.
We're so patient that you waited till after the 4th to like do things that you wanted to do. The fact that you breastfed all 4 kids, like, Abe, you must be like, this is a fucking superwoman.
100%.
Like, you must be in
Why are you looking
awe.
at me like that?
No, seriously.
Because that much from you, but thanks.
Well, it'd be weird for someone to constantly be like, you're superwoman all the time.
Not really. You never hear it too much, honestly.
Yeah, and I don't hear it.
I feel like I give you some pretty
give her flowers
and acknowledgement.
But seriously, it's impressive because like I just had my 2nd, and I'm like, if I have a 3rd, she's 2.5 months.
Oh my God.
Wait, you had a baby 2.5 months ago?
Wow.
And I'm like, if I have a 3rd, like, I don't even know if I will even consider breastfeeding for a day. Like, it's just everything is so, it's a lot.
But I really loved it.
No, I do love it.
People that I'm like, I cry every time I stop breastfeeding. The 4th, I was fine. I was like, I can't wait to be done.
But didn't you also do your 4th for a year too?
No, 6 months.
Okay, but that's still insanely impressive.
6 months.
Because by the end of 6 months, they're eating solids.
Yeah.
You know?
That's when I'm like, I feel really good about detaching.
Totally.
You know, because I'm like feeding the food. But I don't know. I think I always had this feeling that maybe I would want a 4th. Obviously, we had a huge gap, 5 years.
Right.
You know, so like we weren't rushing. But until I was like really done, I didn't want to do anything. And Abe says sometimes, he's like, are you sure? I'm like, we're sure.
Are you sure you want 5 kids?
I always say this. I don't necessarily want 5 kids.
Yeah.
But
I would lose my mind.
I'm not getting a vasectomy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I beg him.
Do you come from a lot of siblings?
I do. I have 5 siblings.
Oh, you do? Yeah. Okay. So that makes sense because we often like want what we come from, you know, and you're from 4, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I feel like 4 will win over 5, but like we'll see.
We're done.
Yeah.
I mean, he can go have a child with someone else.
I can?
Yeah. Go do that. Go see how that works out for you.
No.
I love it. Okay, wait, but we were talking before about our things that like, oh, I was telling you about the beauty broker.
Yeah. So we were talking about how obviously, you know, I just fixed I'm not going to talk about it too much yet because I want to tell everybody in real time, but
your glow up is happening.
You know, I started, you know, I needed a lift really badly after breastfeeding 4 children. And Lindsay was telling me that there's a thing called a beauty broker, which I'd never heard of.
So it's a woman and is
this like a
is
new
it just,
career?
There's just like one beauty broker, or is this a career path?
It probably is a career path, but she's the most successful one. She tells you who to go to for which procedure. And I think she's getting a TV show or a book or something. She's like about to blow up.
Wow. And your mom knows this person.
It might even be on Bravo, honestly.
Wow.
My mom knew of her and she, like one of her friends had done a session with her. So my mom did 30 minutes with her and she told my mom like who to go to for things. And it's amazing.
Can't you just research that yourself?
You can, but she will like know your face. Like she'll look at your face. She'll be like, oh, like with your face shape, like, you know, for me, like you have hooded eyes. Like you should go to this person. They're really good at bleph, but only bleph for hooded eyes. You know, like she knows her shit.
I love
It's like a concierge.
Exactly.
She should probably change the name.
I love
You can't take referral fees for sending to medical professionals.
Because of like the broker thing?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, but
Sounds
I don't
better,
think that's
beauty
how she
broker,
makes her money. I think you just pay her for her time.
Yeah. She should.
But
she doesn't get paid
consult with legal
from the.
You know what? I don't think so. And I think if she did, then that would make people not trust her.
Right.
Yeah.
You know?
Wow. So it's even more trustworthy.
So that's why, exactly. So that's why she has to pay, like, you got to pay her a lot up front.
And it's probably worth it because then you don't have to redo whatever screw up someone did.
Definitely.
I can't tell you how many friends have done their boobs and have had to get revisions.
You know what? That's so sad. And you know what I was thinking about the other day is nose jobs. People can never get one nose job.
100%.
Like if you, and that's why I would never do anything. Like all of my friends who have had nose jobs have had at least 2.
It's so weird.
And I'm like,
so
obviously there are times and there are angles where I'm like, this isn't great. But like once you go down that road,
I agree.
You can never go back.
I agree. I also think that shaped nose that everybody gets.
Exactly. It's so
unattractive. And sometimes a nose job like ruins your, like a nose really makes your face.
No, it really does.
And like a slightly big nose sometimes looks really good.
It is such a vibe. Like there's nothing more perfect than an imperfect nose.
100%.
Because it really makes it makes sexiness.
I agree. But there are more perfect things than saggy boobs.
Yeah. Definitely.
Like you don't need that.
100%.
That you don't need.
Abe, how do you feel about surgery? Like is there anything you wouldn't let Erin do that you want to do?
Yeah. I'm very adamant that she's not to touch her face.
That's the whole thing. Which I'm not.
Like minor things like I don't even know what it'd be like
Botox.
Like Botox to like
no,
limited
he doesn't
degree.
He doesn't even let me do Botox.
Yeah, but like he wouldn't know. He wouldn't know.
Yeah, I sprinkle. Botox.
Look, if I don't know, like if I can't tell,
I love my.
If I can't tell, that's the
right. That's
fine,
how it should be.
Right?
Right.
What my concern is, not concern with her specifically, but when people, and it's not just women, I see older guys doing this. Yeah, older men are doing like all this filler, and you could tell when they're like trying to look younger, but it looks so artificial that it looks weird. So I don't like the thought of people or my wife starting to fuck with her face. And then it's like you said, you're going down a rabbit hole. And at what point does it stop? Because then you fix one thing. And then, 5 years later, you look like a
crazy cat lady.
When you're 60, I love how age looks on women and men. I think men age differently, but women there's a stigma of, getting older. Oh, we got to hide our age. I think it's beautiful. It's like show your age. You're showing maturity, wisdom, and just owning yourself. And I find that way more attractive than this artificial face.
Yeah.
He's not gonna tell him.
He won't know the difference. No, but I know
the difference. It's okay.
Don't worry, I'm not doing anything.
I know what you're saying. Like my husband says things like he's like, well, I married that face, so like it wouldn't be fair for like me to be married to a different face. And I'm like, I would never.
That's a fair point.
It's a fair point. And I'm like, you're right. Like nothing I ever plan to do is going to change my face. Right. It's going to enhance it and preserve it.
Right. I'm with you.
Yeah.
I am with you.
Let me ask you guys a question. Why do you, okay. I think we could agree that women are more prone to doing stuff like that, right?
Mm-hmm.
Why do you think there is that inherent pressure as a woman or as women to constantly be, fixing your face or doing these things versus men where it's not so much a thing?
I think the beauty standards are higher for women. Like men have the luxury of aging. Like they have the gift of aging because it's like no one ever thinks there's anything wrong with a man aging. If anything, we always hear, men get better with age. And women, like, things are falling and things are this and I don't know, Erin. What do you think?
I think there's an attractiveness when men are rugged,
exactly,
messier.
Messier?
No, not as messy as you, but like when men are just like more rough around the edges.
Yeah.
Like that's attractive.
That's
for
hot.
A woman. I don't know why, and I don't think that women are mostly getting like plastic surgery and things like that for men. I think we do it for ourselves, like for us.
100%. Yeah.
But
that, I guess, that's a good point. Why do you think that is?
Because we're shinier.
I think, and tell me if you agree with this, at least for me, I think the goal as a woman is to love the way you look without makeup. And it's like, it's very unattainable. Like it's impossible because like obviously normal people have bags under their eyes or they have, imperfect skin and whatever. But like, I feel like my friends and I, whatever we're doing is to like how we look when we wake up in the morning kind of vibe.
Jump out of the ocean.
You know? Yeah. Which like you did feel that way when you were 20, like, you know?
Right.
And then as you get older, you're like, oh, I'm like not loving it as much. So like maybe if I do a little thing, then like I'll be able to be more natural, as opposed to like I'm doing this to get away from being natural, if that makes any sense.
It does, but it's still ironic to me because I feel like women will resort a little quicker to doing something, unnatural, as opposed to, having a lifestyle where you're keeping in shape and eating well and doing just basic.
I don't think that's true. I think that women do both, but I also think that we have children. We wake up with a baby. We breastfeed. We do all these things.
That's for a limit. That's when you're younger, though.
It doesn't matter. It affects your body. Like, for example, getting your boobs done. That's like your body completely changes.
The boobs thing, I get.
Right, but then that's an argument for the boobs, but there's an argument for something else. And what if there's like a year and a half that you have a colicky baby and you don't sleep and it creates bags in your eyes that don't go away? Like, there are different situations that just men don't understand.
There are situations that make it hard to look physically in shape, 100%. But I think to your point, at least when I'm in my like better physical shape, I do like my face more.
Oh,
so
it's
all related.
It's all
sure.
related. I also think that I like wish I could keep up with it. I don't, but I really feel like there are facial exercises that would probably work really well if like we did them every day.
Yes and no.
Have you tried it?
Because you mean like the face gym kind of stuff?
No, not like going to a place and having them do this.
Yeah.
Like that's just like a massage. I mean like going like.
You think?
Yes, I swear.
But then I'm worried, like, are you you're like making too much like elasticity on your face?
No,
and
but like
therefore
think
doing
about
like
when
the
you're
opposite of
working out.
Botox.
Think about when you're like really, when I'm like strength training, I see like areas around my chest, my neck change because I'm building muscle there.
Right.
I bet that it's the same for your face.
Yeah, but
it's just hard to keep. I'm not going to sit around for 30 minutes.
Right.
You need a workout partner for your face exercises.
Okay.
I think like the gua sha for your face could do that a little bit.
Probably. I just got a really good one.
Did you? I did too, actually.
From the Instacart push package they sent.
No, not that.
What is
Mine
it?
is from Aura Space.
I don't know. It was I need to go there.
Yeah.
They're inviting me and it's on the East.
You must go. You would love
I need
it.
to.
Yeah, you would love it.
Okay, let's talk about I want to hear about your life updates. Like, how does it feel to be a mom of two, married?
Crazy.
Like, I don't think
it's
we've
wild.
Before.
After I had my son, my first child, I was like hating my husband almost like immediately.
Normal.
Because he was like useless. I was breastfeeding, so he couldn't feed our kid. He was sleeping 8 hours a night. I was getting up every 2.5, 3 hours. He like obviously went back to the office like right away, whatever. And not that I needed him to do anything when he was home, but like I was just annoyed with him.
Yeah, it's hard.
And I didn't know anything because I was a first-time mom, and he didn't know anything because he was a first-time dad, but he still like had opinions on what I was doing. And I was like, if anyone knows anything more, it's obviously me because I'm the mom. This time around, it's totally, and that hatred went away after like 3 months. But this time,
normal.
Yeah, totally.
Although I have to give you credit. You woke up. Abe helps me. That's why I've had so many kids.
I will say he is so helpful. He didn't really know how to be helpful then.
I think the first time is weird.
It's weird.
The first time is a weird adjustment.
I didn't know how to set him up for success either, and I had a baby nurse.
It's just confusing.
That's the key. Who is that? We had that
baby nurse is a big
baby nurse. Yes, but I forget her name. We had that doctor on our podcast. And one of the things she was saying,
Alyssa?
No.
Okay, continue.
Anyway, she was making the point where you have to, maybe it was Nicole, yeah. For, men just need to be directed because the truth is we don't know in the beginning.
Yeah.
So it's
But
it's
we
not
don't know how to
per
direct
se.
yet.
Right, exactly.
Yeah,
So so it was like all of those were kind of the issue. And then because I had the baby nurse, which I was so grateful for and so privileged to have, I was like, I have her. We don't need you anymore.
Which I think actually impacts the dynamic.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely. I didn't like need that team thing from him. Yeah.
Right.
And once I stopped breastfeeding with my son, he was like much more helpful and like able to do bottles and whatever. Right. This time around, it was like night and day. Like he was the one who was handling my toddler. Yeah. And I was with the newborn.
Right.
So he was like, if anything, turning me on all the time. Right. Because he was taking on like the big shit, you know? And I was like in my newborn bubble, which nothing is better, right? Like,
so nice.
They're so easy, but your toddler's fucking nuts.
Yeah.
And so I was like, wow. And so like I would say to my followers, like, just wait. I promise you'll like your husband again when you have another kid.
So
Such a good point.
Would you say that you're saying turned on, like you got turned on, like you were attracted to him because he was taking on the daddy?
Yeah.
Yeah. Because he had the harder role, honestly, because he was with our toddler all the time, entertaining him, this and that. He had something to do, you know, like.
And he was giving you the freedom to enjoy your stage.
Exactly. And I was really able to enjoy it with I mean, you know, way more than me, like with every kid, like it's just more enjoyable because you know what you're doing.
And you're less nervous.
You're less
care
nervous.
Less. You plop them in their crib, they can cry and you're like, all right, you'll be fine.
Totally. Like I don't even know if there's such thing as an easy baby versus a not easy baby. It's an easy mom, I think.
Like, I think there are times.
Obviously colicky kid, like of course colicky babies with issues.
Right. Like different. I think if like a kid has like gas issue. Right. Like that can be really challenging.
Yeah.
But I also think that colicky sometimes can come from the dynamic between like my mom would always say to me, you're such like a natural, easy mom. And that's why your kids are like that. Not that I'm not saying that that's the case all 100%. The time, but the nerves, the baby fully picks up on.
1000%.
And sometimes you can't like control that. Sometimes you're just nervous with one of your kids and it just happens. Like when Levi, I'll never forget, I was so freaking young. I don't know what I was thinking having a baby at 27, but he had jaundice and I did not know what that meant, but I had to leave the baby in the hospital. And I was, you remember, at one point, Abe's dad looked at him and he was like, watch her. Like she's losing her mind a little bit. And I was like losing my mind. Right. That definitely like impacted Levi. Yeah. Then as things normalized, I like calmed down, but I saw how like we were nervous together. Right. You know what I mean?
Yes.
But to make the contrast, so one of the solves, the nurse at the hospital was like, because she was breastfeeding and he wasn't getting enough in the very beginning.
Yeah.
And she's like, I can't tell you this officially, but just give him the formula.
Right.
Chugged the formula and like it went away really quick.
Right, exactly.
By the third kid, Elijah came out a little jaundiced. We're like,
she's like, here's the formula.
Lights, take the formula.
Yeah. Like, take him.
Yep.
And,
take him over.
And like, we didn't have to stay in the hospital.
The first time I was like, no.
Oh,
don't
me too.
Take my baby.
I did not send Zachary to the nursery for 1 second.
And
for 1 second.
Then after, it's like,
oh my God,
I would like to sleep.
I'm like, yeah, please. If you have a formula, what? I didn't see it. It's
so funny.
There's also, I think there's something to be said about not just the nervous or non-nervous energy, but just the experience of recognizing, oh, they need to burp. That's why they're being colicky.
Oh, that's a huge one.
And identifying the root issue immediately.
It's always either they got to burp, they got to poop. They're hungry.
Pretty much always.
Have you ever heard of Dunstan baby language?
Oh my God.
This
changed our lives.
This changed our lives. So
unbelievable.
When we had Levi, our first, I think he was about 5 months, and there was one day where he just was like, nothing would console him. And we're like, what the fuck? So Erin's mom was like, I heard about this Dunstan baby language, DBL
video.
And so we watched this, and the video teaches you the 5 sounds that babies make and what they mean.
Yeah.
So like
they actually mean the sounds.
And so we were hearing the sound. We're like, that's the type of sound he's making. And they're like, here's what you do. So it was like a gassy sound.
It was the heh sound, right?
Yeah.
That's like
me. No, it was
Oh, You have to do this.
No, I'm going to.
I think
I'm going to.
Like it's wild.
That's crazy.
Poop.
That's like when they're uncomfortable. They give you every single.
And so they showed this technique. You put the baby on its belly on your knee and gently massage. Did it? He like fully blew out his diaper, and then he was fine. So it stuck with me, and I know with you, where you recognize these sounds, and you're like, oh, that they're speaking to you.
Right.
You have to understand what it is they're saying.
Yeah.
And this shit worked.
Right.
It really worked.
Yeah.
It's kind of crazy.
Check it out.
I'm going to check it out. Wow.
It's still useful for you.
That's really helpful.
So how do you feel about like, how did your sex life change before and after pregnancy? Did it change?
The first time I was pregnant, I was like very into sex.
Yeah.
I think it can
During
vary
pregnancy?
pregnancy to pregnancy.
For sure.
During the pregnancy?
During the pregnancy, I was like into it. I was like,
yeah,
honestly, more horny.
Definitely
and
varies.
Like, it actually felt better.
Yeah.
And again, like being a first time mom, everyone's like, have sex to induce your baby. So I was literally still having sex like the day I gave birth.
Yeah.
Because like up until that, you know?
So it worked.
It didn't. It didn't.
So how, yeah. And then I want to hear about the birth.
And then this pregnancy, I was like into it, but like not as much. And then like as I got more pregnant, I was like, you know?
I think that's really interesting because I feel like that happened to me with boys versus my daughter.
Interesting. Maybe it's a girl thing.
Maybe it's like the hormones that are
right.
Maybe you guys have this complex where you don't want anything related to that, like because you're competitive with your soon-to-be daughter.
I mean,
that doesn't make any sense.
That's so Freudian, but like I know what you're saying, but I don't think so. I think honestly, we just like I was just like I would have done it, you know, but
it
like
wasn't like exciting.
And we were honestly more tired because we had another kid. So it was like there's a lot of factors at play. And then I will say, and like I feel like I am gonna get hate for this. And like I hope my mother-in-law isn't listening to this, or my mom for that matter. But at the 6-week mark with both kids, we had sex.
Why is that bad?
Because it's like very pick me. You know what I mean? Like
what?
It's like
what?
You know what I'm saying?
No.
It's like no, but like it's
Did you not want to?
No, I did want to.
Then what's wrong?
And that's why we
why would you get hate for that?
Because I think the norm is for women to not even want to like go close to that at 6 weeks. And the whole joke is like at your 6-week appointment, like you want to not be cleared because, you know, that's like, that's the
I've
rhetoric.
Never heard that. I don't know what people, I don't know what kind of crowd you're hanging out with.
All my friends are like, finally, it's 6 weeks. No, I mean, listen.
You know what I'm saying though. Like,
I know what you're saying, but I don't think it's like a thing. I think it's more like.
No, I think.
If I didn't, like, I'm sure there was a pregnancy where I was like, don't touch me. I'm still
Yeah.
For sure.
Well, this most recent one, it wasn't 6 weeks.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I was like so excited for a 6-week appointment.
Yeah.
And then she's like, no, the doctor said not yet.
Mm-hmm.
Which I think it was this one.
Did I say the doctor said not yet or he just said no?
you weren't ready.
Yeah.
Which is,
I don't know if you said the doctor
fine.
said
Yeah,
that.
totally fine. I wouldn't have done it if I wasn't ready.
I just was not.
Maybe you're just, whatever the reason was.
Also, it's important to note that I had C-sections.
Okay.
So I think that made a difference too. And I don't, if I had like had a 3rd-degree tear, I could have felt very different at 6 weeks.
Yeah.
So I'm just putting that out there for
100%.
For anyone listening.
Yeah, 100%.
Mm-hmm.
So how did you know? Why did you have your first C-section?
Oh, so it was crazy. It was a terrible situation.
Oh no,
I know. I actually got induced.
Okay,
which should have been fine and normal.
With what, Pitocin or
with Pitocin? I never dilated past 3 centimeters.
Okay.
After 18 hours, still didn't. Maybe I was like at 4
that happens
centimeters.
the first time.
And then my son has the biggest head in the world.
Really?
He's like a huge brain. And there was just no chance.
Right.
And so they had to call it at one point, but it did get scary. Like the whole hospital ran in. They were like, his heartbeat's like, yeah. So they were like,
Pitocin does that.
Mm-hmm. And so they were like, you know, it's C-section situation. And I was like, absolutely not. Like, do whatever you can. And they were like, no. Like, you gotta, you know. And I was like, if you don't make the smallest incision so low, like, I was just like giving orders. And
as you should.
Yeah. And I was like, and it has to be before midnight because like I wanted his birthday to be this day. Like, I was nuts. And I went in, and then unfortunately, because I had been in labor for 18 hours, they weren't able to do everything that they wanted to do in terms of like, they numbed me, but like TLDR, I felt everything.
Oh.
And it was horrible. I know. It was horrific.
Incision?
I didn't feel the incision. I felt everything else though. Like I was in pain.
Holy shit.
I was in pain the entire time. It was crazy. And to make it worse, there was a light on top and I could see the reflection
of
everything
God.
they were doing.
Where
I know,
did you
guys.
Deliver?
No, it's such an incredible hospital. But like when you have an emergency C-section, like
it's all bets are off.
Kind of, yeah. And ironically, and then the second time I had another emergency C-section.
But this time,
no. So I did have a scheduled C because I could have done the VBAC, but I was like, I already have the scar.
Yeah.
Like, and like, what if I go into labor and then the same thing happens and I have to have emergency? It's just not worth it. So I scheduled a C-section, but my daughter had this thing called infant growth restriction where she stopped growing. My placenta like stopped working at 36 weeks, but I didn't know.
That's kind of what happened to me last time.
It was really scary. And so I gave birth at 38 via emergency C-section. This time I didn't feel a thing, thank fucking God. But she was born 4 pounds.
Oh,
which was so scary because you're like, is this a person? Like,
she was in the NICU?
She was in the NICU for 2 weeks.
Wow.
It was like,
aw.
It was really, really terrifying.
Scary. Yeah.
It definitely like brought my husband and I even closer together, which was really lovely. But yeah, it was
so
crazy.
When she's in the NICU, do you stay at the hospital?
You do until you're like discharged. And then you just
not
can
the
go
full 2 weeks.
No, then you just can go visit. It's 24/7. So you could literally you could wake up at 3 a.m. and be like, I miss her and go see her.
Wow.
Which is great. I mean, NICUs are amazing. They're really amazing. And like the camaraderie there between like you and your partner and the other parents who are there, it's like really beautiful.
Oh, I'm sure.
It's
amazing.
really nice.
It's incredible what they can do.
Beyond.
I have a girlfriend I went to dinner with last week that told me the funniest story. She said she saw a show. I almost want to say it was like Odd Mom Out.
Okay.
Remember that show?
Like with Jill Cargman or something?
I think so. And she said she was watching this show and one of the moms was like the bitchy whatever character in the show that was like high end Upper East Side. And she was like, I don't give vaginal birth. I schedule C-sections.
Oh, God.
I go in. And she was like, literally because that show, I did the same thing.
By the way, you'd be so surprised. I have so many friends.
People
I don't know if it's an
them
Upper
now.
East Side thing.
So they have to like lie. Yeah. She was like, it's so much more civilized. You gave birth from your vagina? I'm like, yeah, I gave birth from my vagina. What are you talking about? She's like, no, that's like day class A. You don't do that. I'm like, wait.
No, it is really crazy.
And
there's
so
like a
they
whole
lie
cohort.
and they say that they have all this anxiety. The way that they get around is they say they have anxiety around the birth. And the anxiety is crippling. So they must schedule the
No,
C-section.
it's wild. I mean,
you can't just schedule it.
No.
For convenience?
No, the hospitals won't allow it. So you either have to find like an OB who will like.
Oh, because the insurance coverage.
I don't know if it's about insurance. I think it's literally about like you will get in trouble with the hospital.
I'm sure it's
OB.
also.
If
it's probably
you
very
do elective they don't do elective C-sections.
Right.
That's what it's called.
Right.
And so if you really want one, also it affects their numbers as a hospital because you want to be the hospital that does more vaginal births versus C-sections. Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah. And if you do more C-sections than vaginal births, then it looks like the doctors are scheduling the C-sections because of their schedules.
Well, they do sometimes do that.
Yeah, they do.
I mean, my number 4, I was having some like alignment issues. And luckily I had the most incredible doctor who delivered him, Godomsky.
At what hospital?
Lennox.
Okay.
Where do you deliver?
Well, now that I said my situation, I don't want to say, but I'll tell you after.
Okay. Well, clearly it's not the same one. But like a bunch of nurses and you know other people that were working were like, we're gonna have to schedule a C-section. They were getting me really riled up, and she was like, calm the fuck down. She literally ran in and was like, whoever is not gonna be calm in this situation, get out of my room. And I was like,
clear the room out.
She cleared the room out. She started moving my legs like back and forth. She's like, all right, because his head wasn't straight down. And I also had like a crazy situation. I went in with like a chic coat and like Chanel boots and whatever. I had a meeting right after for my anatomy scan. And my doctor, who's Israeli, was like so funny. He's like, what are you doing in Hebrew? He's like, what are you doing? We got to go have this baby. I'm like, what do you mean? What are we doing?
Yeah,
we have to go have this baby. Like,
how many weeks were you?
I was 38 weeks, but I like with every pregnancy give birth on my due date.
Right.
Or a day or day after. And he's like, yeah, the baby, there's no amniotic fluid. I'm like, what do you mean? Apparently my placenta was like, and I also was like a geriatric pregnant woman, which is what happens when you're 37. And he was like, we're going downstairs right now. So all of a sudden I'm like walking downstairs into labor and delivery. And I think because of that, like, I don't know, something happened with the alignment. But they did something really interesting, which I had never heard about. I didn't want Pitocin because I had a really bad experience with it with my first. And so they put that balloon up.
Yeah, but isn't it usually both Pitocin and balloon? For me, it was both.
Pitocin.
Yeah.
And they put the balloon up, and it did push me into labor, which was really interesting.
That is real. Well, that's what it's supposed to be.
Kind of incredible.
Yeah, amazing.
Yeah. So
wait, what was your bad experience with Pitocin?
His heartbeat started my contractions were too strong. So then his heartbeat got Pitocin even is. It's to really kickfire the contractions to push out the baby quicker, and it gives you fake contractions basically. And I don't believe in that. Like I think what I do, I think the balloon is so smart because that's making your body actually do the work because it feels like there's a head that's really low.
Right.
So as the balloon expands, the baby's head is getting lower. So your body starts kicking the contractions into high gear naturally.
All I know is I got way too many. I felt so drugged the first time I was giving birth.
Which I don't.
And like I couldn't even stay awake.
Yeah.
And that's not a good vibe.
Did you feel like a crackhead from the
I was shaking.
What's
the epidural?
The epidural.
Yeah, I was shaking.
I get the I get the crackhead.
Yeah. What is in that thing? Obviously pain meds. But
I love epidural.
No, same.
I mean, love the epidural.
Same. But I shake like a
oh my
addict.
God, the itchy addict stuff is weird.
It's wild. It's wild. Crazy.
But one of my times, do you know how like you're supposed to press the button?
Yeah. I pressed it too much.
Well, I found out that I'm like, it's not working.
Yeah.
And they're like, oh, I don't know, just press it more. And I'm like, okay, but I feel everything. And Elijah's coming out and I'm like, I feel the shoulder. I feel the legs. Like, why do I feel everything? It wasn't connected. So I did have one birth.
Oh my God.
Like, are you kidding?
No, I would be.
What? Like, how do you not know that it's not connected?
It's crazy. That's crazy.
But yeah, it's all a wild ride, and it really messes with your whole sort of experience. I think all of it.
It is crazy.
And then they get older, and then you deal with other things like nanny horror stories that we were talking about earlier.
Yeah. It's
all of it.
But your kids now are like all in school except for the baby. So that's like nice, you know?
Yeah, but you know what? There's a whole other slew of issues that come as they get older, like friend issues, like not listening in school, being difficult with the teachers. You know, this one wants to go to this after school. That one wants to go here. This one's being mean to that. I mean, it's just like
a lot of logistics. A lot of logistics.
The logistical nightmare. You have 15 people working for you just to like operate in the city.
I mean, especially with 4 kids. I was like crying the other night because my son's starting preschool in September. And I was like, he loves broccoli and like he loves vegetables. And I'm like, what if I pack his lunch and like he brings his lunch and like he eats broccoli and like some kid is like, ew, you eat broccoli? And I'm like, I can't handle that. Like,
you know what? Enjoy the vegetable eating while you can.
I know, right?
Yeah, enjoy when that's your biggest concern.
Now it's like my kids go home and they're like, the lunch at school is disgusting.
It is.
No, it's not. It's not that bad.
It's pretty gross.
They have weird things there.
Yeah. Well, how does it work with? I know, like this is your podcast, so I'll save my questions.
I was funny. I was gonna tease you because
no, do it.
I love the conversational aspect.
It's like it's a habit, but how do you like control how much of your kids is shown on Roni
on the show?
Or do you not have control?
We had a conversation. We do, and we had a conversation with them early on. The first time, and we did it again this time, and they were very vocal this weekend. We said, you can be on the show as much or as little as you want. Like, this is your life. These are your decisions. I think it's just letting your kids feel empowered. I feel like it's the same thing with social, right? Like sometimes I want to do videos with my kids, but like if they're not feeling it,
right,
I don't make them.
This is like one of our, not tensions, but where we don't fully agree. is like with the social stuff. Like Layla loves doing like she loves doing dances, and she like, you know, like she and Erin will do TikTok dances, and I personally don't want the kids to be out there so much.
Right, of course.
Now I get it. It's like a fun TikTok dance once in a while, but I get a little crazy about it. So like she and Layla are ganging up on me.
Because you know what it is? Like she likes it.
Right.
She wants to do it. So it's like, why am I going to prevent her from doing it? I get it. She doesn't understand the implications that like her video is everywhere. So I understand his point too. But I also feel like it's not really fair if she's like dying to do something.
Right.
She wants to see it published.
Yeah.
She's excited. You know, it's hard. Honestly, it's a weird.
What would be a great app idea is like a fake TikTok where it doesn't actually publish, but like it gives the illusion.
Well, you know what you could do, like to compromise, is you could make it available to your friends only.
That is a great idea.
You could do that individual, like you can
That's
do it
a good idea.
Video by video.
I didn't know that.
So there's like, so you just go to the video and then you say like, who views this? Just friends. Or you could just do only me if you want to.
Oh, like on TikTok.
Yeah, on TikTok.
But not on Instagram.
On Instagram too.
Not on Instagram. Friends. Well,
but that's if it's a story.
That's only if it's a story. They should make reels for close friends.
They should.
I bet you they're working on it. They're always working on something.
That's a good idea. Smart.
Lindsay.
Yeah, look at that.
A great
She's a social media maven.
Still in my blood.
So your podcast, We Met at Acme, how long have you been doing it? It seems like a while.
9 years.
9 years already?
Wow. And you just had some really cool people on, I noticed.
Thank you.
Who did you just have on that I saw?
Was it Mel Robbins?
You had Mel Robbins
Mel
on.
Robbins on.
How was that?
She was really great. She was really fun.
She's great.
She's intense, but like in the best way. And I'm happy. You probably are friends with her. Do you know Morgan Stewart?
No, I'm not friends with her.
Oh, really?
No.
You guys would vibe.
Yeah, I could see that.
Yeah, she's like so cool. She's
I'm friendly with Dorothy Wang.
Okay.
I don't know if they're still friends.
I don't know. Should I ask her?
Ask her.
I will.
Yeah. But you know what's weird? Dorothy married, and I haven't even told her this, but she married this guy, Brandon, who I knew from like club life.
I feel like I knew that guy too.
He was in everywhere. He was like this Russian dude. He was a model.
Right.
All my friends used to hang out with him. I'm pretty sure he hooked up with half my
He's Russian? I feel like I thought he was Jewish.
Jewish Russian.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
That's
and he was everywhere. He was at every nightclub.
Yeah.
That's a hilarious. Small world.
I love that.
Yeah.
No, but yeah, the podcast has been going on for 9 years. We started just talking about dating, obviously. Yeah. Now we're talking about like kind of everything, but still dating very much so. Do you guys have any friends who are single or like divorcing?
Both.
Divorcing, I feel like we're entering that phase.
Yeah,
we know people that are divorced.
Like a very I can count them on one hand.
Yeah.
Did any that like took you by surprise, or you always knew?
No,
no, you weren't surprised.
No, we were not surprised.
Not surprised.
Any that are surprising to you that they're still together?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yes, but also when you really think about it, you're like, all right, like I get.
I think
what's the alternative?
Right.
Them,
right.
So to speak.
I see what you're saying.
Sometimes it's like the couples that you think don't really match. When you think about them at least for the ones I'm thinking of, it's like they're not the type to like get up and go either. Right? It's like that's going to be too much for those people.
Right.
Do you guys have in your circle of friends, like, are you starting to see people divorcing? And
I have 2 friends.
Really?
Divorcing. Yeah.
And how old are you?
35.
Wow.
Yeah.
Is this
that's early,
the type of thing?
I think so. Their kids are really young. Yeah.
So same question to you. Is this like you're surprised or you're like, I saw this coming? They should have never been together to begin with.
You know what's interesting? I feel like, and this like, I don't know how to say this without like, I feel like the couples who met organically seem to do better than the couples who met online.
We've talked about this many a time.
And I'm not saying that you shouldn't use these amazing resources to meet your significant other, like dating apps and this and that. But it's more that sometimes you don't really know someone.
Right.
And the 2 couples divorcing, they both met on dating apps.
Interesting. I feel very strongly that we are entering a really scary time where people are not socializing and getting together in person.
Mm-hmm.
Like beyond just like hanging out. Like I'm talking about for couples.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, because there is something to say about the organic feeling of just seeing somebody in a room or having someone buy you a drink or like laughing with somebody.
Not happening.
It's not happening. And I think relationships are going to be different because of that. It's really crazy.
I agree. I also think, and like I'm very old school traditional, but I love the idea of having someone like in common with your significant other. Like, how did you meet?
We were set up.
Yeah, exactly.
We were introduced.
Right.
We were both told before we were going to be at the same place, like, oh, you guys might like each other, but it was like spur of the moment.
But like by friends that were mutual.
But it's not like a setup. It's not like you call her, have dinner with her. It was like happened to be that we were both going to the same place, and they were like, oh, you might like each other. Like it's not a real setup.
Mm-hmm. But even so, I mean, like you knew enough people in common for that to happen.
I mean, his cousin was dating one of my best friends from 4th grade.
Right. And so I think that there is something to be said about like, look around you. Like who's around you.
Yeah.
Like,
if you're looking for love.
You're looking for love.
Yeah.
And I think if you're going to meet someone on a dating app, it has 100% the potential to work.
Yeah.
But just know them. Get to really know this person if you have no mutual friends.
Right.
I think the issue with dating apps, and again, not as a blanket statement, but what happens is it short circuits and you bypass that initial chemical
what I feel
reaction.
Because
you're on a dating app, and I mean we got together pre-dating apps, so I'm not sure how it actually works, but you're probably Facebook stalking or Instagram, social media stalking the person before you even meet them. So by the time you meet them in person, you've already had this like online relationship.
Right.
This rapport, then this expectation built in your mind, and you already know a lot about them that your body, I bet you there's a physical measurement that you could take to scientifically back this where you don't have that interaction. That is probably the most telling biological marker of compatibility.
Yeah.
That spark.
I think that there's a nostalgia coming back though, just generally. Like someone was telling me yesterday actually that kids are now like, there's like this whole generation that's now watching old movies from like our generation, which we see with Levi. I mean, he's watching Adam Sandler movies. He's watching like that's what he's into with his friends. So it's like I think there's going to be a resurgence because it's been so weird with how Gen Z like interacts with one another of like the millennial vibe.
I hope so.
I mean, even you see like these influencers like Alex Earl's always partying. She's at a club. She's at like EDM festivals. Like that's coming back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have you heard of this? I don't know if it's trending, but I saw something online on my suggested post about this concept of going 90s with your friends.
What does that
mean? It's like, hey, let's go 90s this weekend, or Saturday, let's go 90s.
Like be not on your phone.
Leave your phone at home.
Yeah.
And then you go out without your phone or any of that.
I love this.
For the day or the night.
I'm obsessed.
Love that. As I
and also Love Story is making me like so into the 90s again.
So into it.
We didn't appreciate.
We didn't
didn't appreciate it enough.
We didn't. I mean, I was.
How could we know?
I had a phone. I mean, I had a phone at 12.
90s. I mean, you kind of did, Abe, because you're a little bit older.
But the 2000s were great.
Amazing.
I'm
unreal.
Like more nostalgic on the 2000s.
Yeah.
Britney and boy bands.
Oh my God. I mean, we were living.
My first concert was TLC.
Really?
We went to Jingle Ball. Oh yeah.
My first concert was Tom Petty. I didn't have a choice.
That's a good one.
But then I did like, of course, I did the Backstreet Boys. I did NSYNC. I did it all.
So much fun. And like we had phones so we could communicate, but it was just to like meet up.
And like play Snake or whatever.
Yeah. I mean, I had remember the Sidekick when that came out?
Yeah, I never got one.
Oh my God.
My parents wouldn't let me.
Loved it.
I was like, I don't even think I had a Razor flip phone. I went straight from like Nokia to like, I don't know.
BlackBerry?
Yeah, I think so.
Have you ever seen
our club stage?
Well, talk about the club stage. Have you guys ever seen these before and after shots of like picture of people at clubs back in the early 2000s or the 90s versus now? You see there's no phones, but and now it's like all you see are the backlit phones.
Oh,
everybody's got it. And it's like
it's terrible.
People are forgetting to document the moment.
I know. I was actually
just like, I have to record this. It's like, but you are recording this in your mind. And how about you just experience this instead of having to document?
I loved having a camera.
Me too. And I still have a camera, but I don't feel like I use it.
I don't use it.
Because I was just having this conversation with my husband yesterday about how now when people meet celebrities, for example, all they want is a photo with them.
Yeah.
Whereas like back in the day, all they wanted was to like have that interaction experience with them. But now what people are doing is they don't want to remember it in the moment. They want to remember it later. So as things are happening, they're thinking about later
or showing their
looking
friends.
at it.
Right.
As opposed to like you're right next to Madonna.
Yeah.
You don't want to like talk to her. Like
tell her something special.
Exactly.
Give her a little thing.
It's crazy.
It's crazy. I think it's also just about like showing off of like who you met or you were here, you were there. Like,
right. Exactly. Like have you had, because obviously people stop you. Have you had an interaction with someone in the past like 6 months where they just wanted to like talk to you?
I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, not like talk and have a long conversation because also I'm continuing
Of
my
course.
walk.
But like where the phone didn't come out.
No, never.
Yeah.
I mean, but that's not true. There have been times where people are like, we love you, da, 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 and they just keep
There
on
was
going.
a nice thing when we were in Miami. This girl, when we were by the pool, this girl came by and said to Erin, like saying nice things and like there were some similarities in their backgrounds and no phone.
Yeah, but she was probably like bless you, like a millennial.
Thank you.
Not like a Gen.
Yeah. But like no phone, no selfie. It was just like a sweet, authentic
Those are
interaction.
The best. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's true.
I think that we should bring back parties with no phones.
My
90s weekend.
And I think it's going to happen.
I wanted to do this with
It has to.
mescaline.
And I
put it
also-
in a Faraday bag. And the solution that we need to come up with is we all have kids now, right? Like most of our generation.
Right, that's the problem.
So there should be some system like a beeper that you get where the nanny has, like you give them the thing and like if it's
Then
an
it's so
emergency.
complicated.
right.
But that's the whole point. We figure out how to make it not complicated.
Right. Yeah.
No,
Or you just get
you know what we
beepers
should do?
for
This is
going
what we
90s
should do.
days.
Yeah.
At a party, we should get one of those things like they have at schools. Have you seen those things?
Where they lock your phone.
You come to school, like at least at our kids' school, you hand them the phone at the front desk and they put it in like a charging little station. And it's like a big box and they have tons of phones. You've seen it.
Yeah.
And then there should be something where it's like, there's something that can.
A Faraday bag
No, what is that?
to block the signal.
No, I was gonna say there's like I think on Do Not Disturb, some people can surpass it, right? Like if it's an emergency.
Yes.
So you should just have your phone on ring, but it's on Do Not Disturb, and if there's an emergency, it rings.
Right.
Yeah, but then the problem with that is if people are allowed to have their phones.
No, it's in the system. It's in the box. It's like code check.
So how would you know if it rings?
Because you'll hear it. It surpasses Do Not Disturb.
Yeah, but like you're not next to it.
You're not next
Right, but then the person who like
Yeah.
works there knows
Right,
that, like,
who's, like,
okay,
in
there's an
charge of the
issue.
phones.
There's
Yeah, yeah.
probably very rare that
That
that's gonna
sounds
happen.
complicated. You have
Well,
to have a
but
human
but
monitoring.
the whole point is like look at all this complication that we have to go through to not be on our phones.
And also, our parents were just fine not having phones.
They were fine.
And when
they
we
were
with
happier.
babysitters.
Yeah.
They figured out a way to get
They
in
didn't
touch.
even watch a monitor. We were crying all night. They didn't care.
We still use the old handheld monitor.
As you should.
I mean, I have an Nana too.
but like it's great for travel.
I
'Cause
just
you don't have
like
to go on Wi-Fi.
I like the handheld because
Yeah.
it's like I don't know.
Yeah,
I
the
also-
Wi-Fi is always the issue. If
Always
it's
an
out, if
issue.
you're traveling, and then the Wi-Fi at the hotel is not the right
right,
kind.
right. No, you
Just
need
no
those.
frills, just
Yeah.
the $30 neck gear or whatever.
Right.
You got to bring it all back.
It's all got.
I think
It's
pagers
all
could,
gotta come
could
back.
make a comeback.
pagers could make a comeback.
That's the solution.
Well, isn't there a phone that like is just for calling?
There are many.
I think so.
Yeah, like our kids have that.
Yeah.
I mean, Levi has an Apple Watch. They
Right.
only text and call. Can't do anything.
Right.
else.
Right. Right.
Yeah, dumb phones.
Yeah, that's smart.
I think they call them dumb phones.
Yes, you're right.
Right?
They do. Yeah.
That should be a bigger thing.
I know.
I feel like I should get a dumb phone.
We're talking about this for Shabbat.
I
Right.
just want to start doing Shabbat just for the idea of having 24 hours off the phone.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's so nice.
So nice. I know. I get so jealous of people who are like,
So jealous.
this is my weekend without my phone. But like, I don't know. I mean, I guess you're not as much like I need to be like posting and
I do
uploading.
too, but I
Yeah.
Do you though?
I think
Like
I could
on
take 24
Saturday,
hours off.
Like I
you took a day off.
don't, but like I don't know.
Wouldn't it make the value of your other posts that much more?
Like, I don't think,
I
actually, I don't think anyone would notice if I didn't. It's more for like me staying like in front of people.
So then you just schedule it.
I know.
Like the Shabbos elevator bullshit.
I know.
Which I think it's so funny, these workarounds that the Orthodox community has where you could go into the elevator and somebody else can press the button for you, or somebody else could turn the light on for you. You're like,
you're still in the elevator.
You're still,
that makes sense.
You're still going in the elevator knowing it's going to go to your floor.
Like walk up the stairs if you're so.
Right. That's
so many loopholes.
That's ridiculous. No, but going back to being on your phone, it's funny when like an influencer or like a whatever will be like, hey guys, like I'm back. And it's like, what? Like I would never be like, I would just either not be on it or be on it. Yeah. But to be like, sorry, I didn't post for the last 2 days. It's like no one noticed.
Literally no one noticed. But I think it's so
the algorithm knows.
Take a break. Do you sleep with your phone next to you? Of
course.
It's so bad. I'm trying not to, but I can't.
Where else is it?
Put it in another room.
This is like what we would like to do.
No,
we're so bad at it.
I feel like sleeping with your phone in another room is almost like dumb. If you're someone who wants to like capitalize on business opportunities, like things come in, you never know.
You get woken up in the middle of the night, you're gonna
never know.
Come on.
Like tell yourself.
You could wake up and like it could be like someone responded about going on your podcast and then like there was that spot available at the studio, like you had to book it right then. Like you just don't know.
Come on.
I hear.
I don't
know
agree.
What I'm saying. Like if I'm like, let's say I'm like really trying to get like Britney Spears on my podcast and like
you?
And like,
is she okay?
I don't know.
Jail?
I don't know. But like LA time is different than New York time. Like I go to bed like at like 10, 11. So what if I woke up and like her people have responded and like, it's like go time. You know what I mean?
Saying.
Like, I don't know. I think that's just like the Capricorn moon in me. I'm like, I need to seize this.
Do you still see Diana?
I love her, but I haven't in a while.
I want to see a great medium. I got a lot of inputs. I asked
I feel like there are some really good ones.
Have you ever done a medium before?
I haven't, no, but I would be open to it.
I feel like
pretty wild.
All that stuff.
I'm into the woo woo stuff for sure. Yeah. But I feel like some people like are getting carried away, not like with the mediums, but more just like with the like trips and journeys and like ayahuasca and like
I did that years ago the real way in the jungle in Peru with a real shaman who didn't speak English, and then all of a sudden I'm like reading about it 2 years later in Vogue.
Yeah,
it's like the biggest thing, but it was very cool.
Did you like cool. Did it change you?
Not really. I was also very young. Right. Like I did it like the legit way. Like you had to diet 5 days before, diet 5 days after, like no alcohol, no papaya, no meat. Like it was like very restrictive, but it felt good. Like you vomit, which I hate doing. Yeah. I avoid at all costs. But when you're vomiting on ayahuasca, it feels like very good, which is so strange.
That's so strange.
It says that it's getting out like the bad energy. I don't know. It didn't like change me, but like, was I more connected to myself? Probably. I think that's what all those things do. It like makes you pause and.
Yeah, I think it's all about like forgiving yourself and loving yourself.
I think it's about.
Although he went on a crazy journey.
Yeah, I had this like in August. So recently, I had a very profound experience. Nothing like I've done psychedelics for since college on and off, but. Never anything quite like this.
Like never like a guided experience before?
Wasn't even guided. It was, you're wearing the eye mask and you're kind of like in isolation, but you're in the universe because you go inward. And like I met the creator. I met.
What does that mean? You met God?
The source of God. I mean, everything is God, right? It's just different particles of God. So it was like the source is what I think of it as, the source. And our dead fathers were there, our dead grandmothers were there, and I know it sounds like fucking you're tripping, and maybe it was, but it felt real, and it like the months after really caused me to look inward at a lot of like my patterns, negative patterns, why I do certain things, and not the type of thing that's like, oh, you're instantly changed. But to Erin's point, you look inward. I think as you get older, having the opportunity to rediscover yourself, like your true self, is a gift.
Yeah.
So I think if used right, those things can be great, but there is a lot of woo adjacent culture that stems from that, where it's like, all right, dude,
definitely.
no, you're being like a little.
Did you feel like it was like childhood trauma related, or just like
sort of after the fact, where it was like starting to recognize patterns that started from childhood?
Yeah.
Wouldn't call it traumatic, just childhood related negative patterns.
I see. Yeah. I feel like it always comes back to that.
Have you ever done anything?
No, I mean, I'm sober.
You've been sober for a while.
Sober for a while. Yeah. Shout out to Carl, who is the best.
Oh,
my sober buddy.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't know that.
Yeah. I don't know if I can say this, so we can cut it if I can't, but I got him, I like helped him get sober.
Did?
I sure did.
I did not know that.
Yeah.
How did you guys know each other?
We didn't really. He reached out to me. Yeah.
Huh.
We like had mutual friends, and we were friendly because of Onya, because like they would send me stuff,
right?
Like, I would post, and then I was vocal about my sobriety, so he was like, "Can we talk?" I'm like considering it, but anyway, I am sober, but before I got sober, I like tried mushrooms and things like that. Nothing guided, but I definitely had experiences when I was like on mushrooms that I saw things very differently than I had seen them before. I had a boyfriend at like the last time I was on mushrooms, I had this boyfriend, and it made me realize I hated him.
Right.
I had a similar thing.
It was crazy.
With
my ex that I was with for years, we were tripping in college, and my best friend called her. You know him?
No.
He went to UVM. I was in Albany, so he would always come stop by, and we were tripping, and my ex at the time was being such like a little bitch.
Yeah.
And I was like, what is wrong with you? Like, we're giggling and having fun. He was
right.
like, oh,
yeah.
I'm like, okay, when you trip with someone,
yeah,
it's almost like, it's like when you, same as living with someone. That's how you really learn about them, I think.
No, like I realized I hated him, and I actually realized that I loved like this girlfriend that I was with. Like I always, like not like sexually, I always loved her, but I saw that she was like so like pure of a person. I can't explain it.
Yeah, totally.
And like I've just thought that about her ever since. I think I was just like, I'm just like a skeptical person about people, and like it made me realize like you're surrounding yourself with like really amazing people, except for that guy that you're dating.
Right.
You need to break up with.
How does it feel being sober? How long has it been?
Crazy. It's been 7 years.
Wow. And I didn't think you had a problem.
Honestly, it was weed.
Yeah.
By
the way,
you don't even.
I actually remember you telling me that.
Yeah.
And I want to say this because I really feel like it's not like people don't talk about it enough.
They don't.
Like, weed is dangerous.
So dangerous.
Like it really changes the way you think.
It does. It really does.
It scares me more than anything.
It's never been stronger.
Right.
It didn't used to be like this.
No.
It is.
I can't smoke.
I
smoked for years after college and even my early 30s. I can't like
different experience.
It's intense.
You're never like
paranoid. And
you're high for like 12 hours when you smoke now.
Yeah.
Like it used to be like a nothing. Like even when I was in high school, like the weed just wasn't as potent as it was as
maybe
it is
had
today.
Some seeds in it.
Right.
It was real.
Like, and now it's just like it's crazy. And yeah, it was a very slippery slope for me. I was high 24/7.
Wow.
Like I would wake up in the middle of the night and smoke.
No.
It was crazy.
Oh,
it was crazy how bad it got.
Wow.
And I was like, I can't live like this anymore.
But it wasn't other stuff.
Well, it was with alcohol. I was very all or nothing. Like I was either drinking tequila on the rocks or not drinking that night.
Right.
Like there was no in between for me.
Right.
And I didn't like the idea of just having one drink. Like I was like, if I'm going to drink, I'm going to get drunk.
Right.
So I was very like all or nothing generally. So once I stopped smoking weed, and also it was like hand in hand. I didn't want to smoke without drinking. I didn't want to drink without smoking.
Right.
So once I stopped, once I quit smoking weed, I was like, there's no reason for me to drink because like it's just going to be like
it's going to lead to the smoke.
Intense and make me want to smoke.
Right.
Yeah. So it was wild. I mean, listen, like I never got to the point where, God forbid, like I put my life in danger. I was driving like behind the wheel, like fucked up. I mean, obviously there were times, but like not like drunk,
right?
You know, just high. And but like it could have gotten a lot worse, and I really do believe that. And so it's hard to be sober when you weren't like at like a rock bottom compared to someone else's rock bottom.
Yeah,
you know,
totally.
It's hard because sometimes you have like imposter syndrome about sobriety.
I could see that.
But if your life gets better as someone who's sober, that's all you need.
Right.
You don't need any other confirmation that you're doing what's right.
Right.
You know,
totally.
like
I feel like the stigma, because there's a stigma when somebody says that they're sober, right? I think most people automatically assume like, oh, you must have like really done like,
yes,
been like a mess.
Yes.
But more and more people are becoming sober by choice just because like, well, I don't need this in my life.
Exactly.
And I'm hoping that that continues because it's a, it's a great decision.
I think it will. I really think it will. And like I'm happy you said that about weed because people don't realize.
I talk about like this a lot. There are people in my family that deal with it, and I find that the smoking has impacted certain people so much more than the occasional drink with other people. I
agree. It's like paranoia, depression, also depression. Like the accessibility with like the pens too. Like,
oh my God,
you could just be smoking weed all like at a business meeting. Like now, it's nuts.
And I think it does the reverse in the sense that like people with anxiety like to smoke weed.
It gives you more anxiety.
But it ends up giving you more anxiety.
100%.
And then it's a cyclical thing where it's like you can't even function.
Exactly.
You don't know how to calm it down but because you've never actually dealt with the underlying issue.
Yeah, because it's just a Band-Aid.
Anxiety. It's a Band-Aid.
Yeah, it definitely makes anxiety and depression so much worse.
So much worse. Yeah.
The paranoia that
I can't handle weed.
Anymore, right?
No, I don't know how anyone
paranoia.
Yeah.
It's like I never get this on mushrooms.
Yeah,
never.
It's wild.
I eat a little microdose, but with weed, take one hit.
Yeah.
1 hour later, I'm like,
it's crazy.
Everybody's staring at me.
People in your family want to talk. Like,
okay,
yeah,
okay, I got you. Maybe I'll do that. Is it hard when like people are drinking around you, or you don't care?
Not at all. None of that.
Your husband
Someone
drinks,
could do like lines like off of my hand, and like I'd be like cheering them on. Like even when people smoke weed in front of me, like it's fine.
Yeah.
I'm not like, I know how that ends for me.
Right.
You know, I'm just gonna like want to do it all.
You get taken advantage of for designated driving?
Not enough. It's crazy.
Yeah, I would be using that.
We have a car in the city and like we still Uber everywhere. I'm like, what are we doing here? Like,
yeah, what are you? That's
I don't know.
Crazy talk.
I know, because it's like hard. You have to call the garage attendant. You have to go to the garage, you know.
I get that.
But no, I should be taken advantage of more. Like in the summer, I get taken advantage of a lot for that, which I'm happy about. I like
when you're out east or yeah.
Like I love driving.
Me too. We drive everywhere in the city.
It's empowering, honestly.
Love it.
I love driving, but not in the city.
I know what you mean. I like driving.
Occasionally, like at night, if you're going down the West Side Highway.
I don't like highways. I actually prefer to be driving like down like 3rd Avenue.
Time lights is fine.
What?
With time lights, it's okay.
Yeah. True.
But traffic, like that's the biggest, one of the biggest stressors in my life is sitting in New York City.
No, I'd rather be on the subway every time.
Yeah, same.
Thank you.
I actually just finally started taking the subway to the studio because I was always like taking Ubers because I was like, oh, I can't figure out like West Side subways. And I'm like, what am I doing?
It's easy.
Just get on the queue and shut up.
Yeah, and it's nice to walk.
We have to do the other one, so.
Are we still doing that?
Yeah,
okay.
We should.
Yeah.
What?
We have another one that we're gonna record.
Yeah, whatever.
Okay, so how do we want to end?
We're still trying to figure out our wrap up.
Understood.
Do you do a slogan or like a
I do. I ask my guests to leave me with a quote or piece of advice at the end.
Oh, cute.
Leave us.
We don't always have
a quote or a now we're going to turn it on you.
Yeah,
as we wrap up, leave us a quote and a piece of advice.
All my quotes are about dating.
Well, let's hear it. We talk about dating all the time.
Yeah, I guess I would say you should never stop dating, even when you're married.
100%. That is the best advice. And I love ending on that note. That is so good. That is we believe in that so much. Love that.
Love it.
Thank you
guys.
Thanks
so
for coming.
Thank you.